What's up everybody, John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us, and in today's video I'm going to be putting this light bar onto my tractor. Let's get to it! Alright, so first of all, I have not done this before, so you guys are going to learn with me on this one. Second of all, originally I was going to get one that clipped into the work light. There's a little connection back here where apparently you can just connect a light anyway. So if you have a Kubota tractor, this is an L series, an L4701. Underneath the left fender, there's a little port for a light. We're not going to be using that because the LED light that I got actually has a wiring harness with it. And that was one of the things where, like, I'm not a super electrician dude, so I wanted to get something that was relatively idiot proof. And so this is the wiring harness that came with it, and it also has a switch, which is nice. But so this has its own relay there, which does something, and it has its own built-in fuse right here. So then this just means that I need to attach these to the battery and it runs off the battery, which is good because then I don't need to worry about the fuse box anyway. I think this is a 22-inch light bar. I mean, it should do just fine. First thing I'm gonna do is pop the hood and stick my head under there. Let's go. First thing we're gonna do is move the brush guard down and pop the hood. All right, so here's what we're looking at. So this is the one of the air filters. So that's a little bit in my way. The battery's actually right below here. Okay, so now you can get a better look. So the battery is right here. And once again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to be really careful, and you should be careful too. Alright, so I got the negative terminal off and got my wire in there. Now I'm going to take off the positive terminal and get my wire in there too. Alright, so just reconnecting the bolt here. Interestingly enough, the positive terminal's bolt is a 10 millimeter. The negative terminal, which it looks like is just grounded to the frame, it's a 1/2 inch. Interesting. Alright, so next up we have the relay, which has a little thing here. And we're going to bolt this to an empty little bolt location that they have, which looks like for adding like extra fuse boxes, etc. So I'm just gonna run it, and there's a little spot right here. Hopefully this bolt fits through, which it does not. So that's good. So let's see. So I don't want this just hanging. So we got another one on this side. So I got it set up right next to some fuses. So I was going to put it right over here, but that hole was too small. So it's just down here right next to some fuses, which is handy. All right, so now I need to figure out how I'm going to run this all the way back. So maybe I'll take off this little panel here and take a look. All right, so I mean, I can already see, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the alternator or the starter. It's something, but you can see all of these electrical wires heading back. I think my best bet is to probably just follow that. Yeah, because so that one goes all the way back here, and then it goes under the floor frame, and then it looks like it may split up over here. But then it comes around to up under there. And then so I think, so this one comes up under the left fender and then goes under to the lights. So I'll probably just follow that and then just go outside the fender and up. Man, what a pain in the butt this is. But anyway, so before I set like everything final up, I just have a test, and you can't even see it because it's super dark, but I have basically just the wire ran. So what I needed to do is have a splice right here because the wire wasn't long enough. So I just used 2 butt splices, and I'll show you that, you know, more clearly in the morning. But anyway, so I ran the wire all the way down, and this is my replacement wire. Can't even really see it. Again, I apologize for how dark this is. We'll see if this actually makes it to the video. But then I kind of just ran enough length of wire to see if I got it far enough, or to just make sure that I have it far enough. I have enough wire there. And so now I'm going to grab the switch. And this is a big moment, because if this doesn't work, I'm going to be very sad. But let's see if we have light. 1, 2, 3. Do we have light? We do have light. Look at that tree. Yeah. Woo! That is bright. All right. Wow. Those are some bright LEDs, man. So, yeah, look at that. That's nice. That tree is bright as day. So, okay, excellent. So at least I know I have the connections secured. So I think for now, since it's so dark out, I'm just going to close it all up, put everything under the hood, and just be ready for tomorrow. But this is exciting. I'm glad I got it set. Be able to do some finishing up tomorrow. It should be all good. I am excited. Yes! All right, everybody, so we are back at it today. I was working till the late hour of 5:30 p.m. yesterday. It was just too dark to keep going. So what I'm going to do now, so I tested everything so it works, which is great. So now I'm just going to finish the wiring. I'll show you a quick time lapse of that. I'm basically just going to go from over here and follow some of the other wiring up and around, and then end up on this side of the ROPS. And then I'm going to go up and hit the light. So let's get to work. All right, so that was a royal pain in the butt. And as you probably saw, I ended up cutting off like an extra 6 feet length of wire, which would have made my life a lot easier to wire it all the way over here, but I just wanted to make sure that I didn't cut it too short, because that would have been another problem. But anyway, so this is where we're at now. So I have this beautiful piece of PVC pipe right here because I ran out of the wire wrap, but so I can get some more of that and wrap it up here, and then I'll probably just paint this black or something like that, and it should be all good. Toast? Catherine brought me toast. How nice. Well, thank you, Catherine, for bringing me toast. That was very nice. So we got this little snorkel doodad up here where the wires come out. So next step is going to be setting up the bracket for this, and this is going to be a little bit interesting because my materials are limited and budget right now is $0. So I'm going to use what I have around to make a bracket for it, which I think is going to be a combination of wood and metal and reusing the Kubota toolbox that they have right there. Because basically this light bar, Pebbles is helping, so there's basically just two brackets, one on either end, and so this Kubota toolbox has the little pipe clamps, or pipe, whatever you call these. It has the brackets to go around the ROPS. So I'll probably just use one of these and like a little piece of wood. I'll have to figure something out. So you're gonna watch me figure it out as I do it. Let's go. So what a massive pain in the butt that whole thing was. But I am glad it's over. But we have our light bar mounted on our ROPS. It doesn't look the prettiest, but it's up there. So there's a little button right here that I set up. And when we do that, let there be light. So I am pretty amped about this little switch and that it actually works. And so this is literally just a piece of wood, and there was already a hole here and I had a bolt the right size. I think this is a hole for, like, if you have a grapple on the front, something probably connects here. So if we ever get to that point, we can just move it. But I think that is pretty cool. Now, let's go to the nighttime test. All right, so let's see here. So those are headlights, which actually come out pretty good. Just, you know, it's foggy, so you can see them pretty good. So that's high beams. So again, nothing, low beams, high beams. And then let's try our LED lights. Oh man. It's like day and night, man. It's crazy. So nothing, LEDs. That is wild. All right, so I'm gonna try this. So we're gonna flip it. All right, so that's low beams to, oh man, the difference is so crazy. I can see so far. And it's like such a nice wide berth. It's great. So like even right here, so I can just barely see what's in front of me. But you know, when I flip this light on, oh, and again, so let's, all right, so this is regular beams. Let's go high beams, bang. All right, so you can see, I can just see above, like halfway between those two lines of tape. That's where the light ends. And then, man, just so much illumination back there. Love it. So now I'm just gonna stand here and bask in the light of my brand new LED light bar. Thank you, Joanne. And thank you guys very much for watching this video. Really appreciate it. Please give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. And as always, please subscribe. I'll leave you with this one last view of the lights. Awesome. Natasha.